Hi. Hi.
Hi, I'm going to do my informative speech on the Holocaust. The Holocaust. What was it? Who were the leaders? What went on? Who were the victims? I am going to brief you on these answers to these questions so you can better understand the Holocaust. The Holocaust was genocide of approximately 100 million Jews in Europe before and during World War II. This is about two-thirds of the population that reside in Europe at that time. According to Wikipedia.com, the Holocaust generally only pertains to the murder of Jews, but some scholars maintain that the definition should also include the murder of millions of other people. Groups such as the Polish, Soviet prisoners of war, Soviet civilians, homosexuals, and people with disabilities, and other political and religious opponents. The total of the Holocaust victims including those who were not Jews, are around 11 million or more men, women, and children. They are not killed for who they are, but for what they were and who they represented. But who was the leader? Who did this act of genocide? The answer is Adolf Hitler and the Nazi Party. It's a picture of Adolf Hitler with some Nazis. According to the Jewish virtual library.org, once in the saddle, Hitler moved with great speed to outmaneuver his rivals, virtually ousting the conservatives from any real participation in government by July of 1933. He abolished the Free Trade Union, eliminated communism, Social Democrat, and Jews from any role of political life, and sweeping his opponents into concentration camps. Hitler was the founder and leader of the Nazi Party. To avoid any institutionalization of authority or status in which could be challenged by his own undisputed position, Hitler allowed his subordinates, Himmler, Goering, and Goebbels, to mark out their own domains and obliterary of the power while multiplying and duplicating offices to the bewildering degree. Opinions differ on how much of the civilian population of Germany knew about the government conspiracy of the Jew population. Most historians claim that the civilian population was unaware of what was happening, especially in the death camps. However, historian Robert Galati claimed that the government openly announced that the conspiracy through the media, and civilians were unaware of every aspect except for the use of gas chambers. If you've heard me refer to gas chambers, concentration camps, and death camps, what exactly are those? And you might be wondering. Well, concentration camps are also known as extermination camps or death camps, which were built by the Nazis. Here's a couple men, prisoners from the concentration camp. They were initially prison camps for people defined as socially or politically undesirable by the Nazis. They were used for inmates to serve as slave laborers until they died from exhaustion or disease. Then they turned the places in for mass killings. Jews and other groups were confined to overcrowded ghettos before being transferred by freight train in cattle cars to the camps, where if they survived the journey, they were killed in the gas chambers. Gas chambers were stationary and portable, where gases such as carbon monoxide was pumped into them and killing the people inside. Some stationary gas chambers could kill 2,000 people at a time. They were generally told that they were being taken to a shower to cut down on the panic. There were three different types of death camps. The first one was the extermination camps, where prisoners were promptly killed upon arrival. Second, extermination camps, where some prisoners were selected for slave labor instead of immediate death. They could work whenever the Nazis required. And third, minor extermination camps, which were initially prisoners of the transit camps. Then they became extermination camps later, using portable gas chambers. Besides the gas chambers, the camp guards killed prisoners in mass shootings, starvation, torture, and medical experiments. The medical experiments included placing people in pressured chambers, testing drugs, freezing them, attempting to change eye color by injecting chemicals into small children's eyes, and various amputations and brutal surgeries. The Holocaust was a tremendous genocide of the Jewish population, but let's not forget the others that were murdered there as well. It lasted for 12 years throughout the reign of Hitler from 1933 to 1945. I believe that I have given you a basic rundown. If you would like to learn more about the Holocaust, there are documentaries that you can watch, and you can also Google it. There are such movies such as The Diary of Anne Frank and Schindler's List. I hope that my speech has informed you about the events and gave you a general idea of the Holocaust was. Thank you.